Okay, so today we're going to do this Technic set, which has been sitting on my desk for, not on my desk, but sitting near my desk for a number of times. And so, we're going to do it now. It looks quite exciting. I quite like these Technic sets are like really good value for money, I think. I get them from the shop where they're quite cheap. But, like, you know, for the size and the number of pieces, they seem better value than normal Lego sets. Well, these like every season they have two cheap ones, and this is one of them, and the other one's like a little forklifty type thing, I think, which I've also got. I don't know where it is. I was thinking of actually buying two of each of these and then doing the two different models. The other model is, of course, not shown. It's another kind of motorcycle, so that's not so exciting there. But or is that the other model? I don't know, they all look very similar. So maybe I won't get two of these ones, but we'll have to see. This one might be a lot of fun. It has stickers, which is to be expected. You don't normally see printed Technic pieces, do you? But it's only like stickers for the motors and stuff. I don't know what. Well, that's the front light. Okay, well, let's see. I've got a yawn. Oh, this is as many pieces as I thought. I shouldn't talk and yawn at the same time. I don't know if you can see. There's actually a jigsaw puzzle behind there. I've done a jigsaw puzzle recently. I haven't been doing a jigsaw puzzle because I don't really have the space. Like, I don't have a space for a table, which is terrible because I just need to get rid of some stuff and organise myself. So I can only do a smaller jigsaw puzzle, so this is a smaller jigsaw puzzle. It is actually this here, which is the action puzzle, 300 pieces. This is from according to the box, it's from, somehow I thought this was from 1970. It's on the front. It's on the front. It says, made in New Zealand under license, blah blah blah, from copyright 1976. So actually it may not have been made in 1976 or printed in New Zealand, but the original design is from 1976. It's probably quite old. Anyway, it's from an opportunity shop, and I was quite happy to find that all the pieces are there, and I have to put it away before it gets damaged. On the off chance it is actually 45 years old. Like 1976 seems to be a big year for the things I've been getting recently. It was the Rolls Royce vehicle thingy from just recent, and this puzzle. Oh my gosh, what a crazy year! I almost bought a calculator tonight off the internet from 1973, but I was too slow. I wasn't too slow. I was just like, I don't really want to spend any more money. But it looks kind of cool, but I didn't get it, and it was like a kiddie sort of weird calculator thing. I regret not buying it. I could have just gone and bought it, but it's from the same time as this little thing called the Little Professor robot, which it was like does little maths. I can't remember if it talks or not. I don't think it does. But I had one of those when I was a kid, and it's one of these things that I really want to get. But it was advertised. Apparently, there's an advert that I saw with this funny little robot thing, which also had Professor in the title, Professor something or other, but wasn't quite as cool as the Little Professor thing. So let's just get on to this. Also advertised was a Speak and Spell, which I do have a Speak and Spell, so that's fine. A pretty good condition Speak and Spell, and the original model as well, not one of those boring later releases with the rubbishy buttons. So I can't even remember. Did I actually do the Speak and Spell on this channel? Like have a look. I mean, why everyone's got a Speak and Spell these days, so there's not much point. But first, we're going to quickly get into this. I only got 17 minutes on the clock, so I obviously didn't actually check that I had enough space on my camera to do this. So poor form there, poor form indeed. And now we're going to put this one here. So we're definitely not going to get this done tonight. So sorry for ruining your day. Well, I mean, the point is, I just said tonight. It doesn't. I mean, what's the point of saying it? We're not going to finish it in this video. It doesn't matter what time of the day that I'm making this video, other than the fact that I yawned earlier. Kind of giving it away. I could be a morning. I could be a brunch yawner. This could be brunch time. This could be just after 11 a.m. Which it certainly is not. It is in fact dark outside, and I don't live in one of those countries where it is actually dark at 11 a.m. sometimes of the year. If there are such countries, I'm sure there are. Now, there's always a country somewhere that's got some crazy, wacky traditions. So now we're going to turn this over, and we're going to the other side. There we go. Done it. We're just going to zoom through this. I'm not going to explain what I'm doing too much, because what's the point? Who cares? And now we're going to go. That's a really horrible thing to say, right? What if someone's been watching this channel, and they've been sitting there going, what I love about this channel is that he goes through every single step and explains exactly what he's doing. I love that. It just really makes me feel good. But then he goes and ruins it by saying that he doesn't care that much. And now nothing matters. So there we go. I feel this is odd. Like this step. Okay, we're gonna like. I guess it makes sense when you do it like that. I was gonna say, shouldn't you put this on first? This thing on first, and then put the end bit on, and not do as the instructions say. Should have just checked that's the right size one. Of course it is. And then we're going to get this thing, and we're not going to do what the instructions say. We're going to do it this way, because that's what I want to do, and no one's going to stop me. And that one. So tonight I finished watching Outer Range, which is a TV series on Amazon, and I think some of the reviews were pretty harsh on it. That it was a bit slow. Like, yeah, it's slow, but it was not terribly slow. Like, I enjoyed watching it, and I have little patience for watching anything at the moment. So that wasn't too bad. I'm gonna have to have a drink of water. It's back to this season of having to have drinks of water every so often while I do this. It was only not too long ago that I was sitting there saying, gosh, I've got through quite a few videos without having to cough or anything. Maybe it's just that, I mean, I did get a kind of cold recently. I suspect it was a kind of cold. It's very hard to tell in this climate. There we go, and then that one goes there. I always find this piece here, it's a very oddly designed piece. Like, I feel like I should be more excited by this. Like, I should be able to look at this and say, look at all the possibilities. And I can see the kind of possibilities of making things go up and down. But beyond that, it doesn't seem as exciting as maybe it should. It makes me feel inadequate that I don't get the real purpose. Like, it feels like it's more complicated and specifically and tailored and designed in such a artistic way that I just don't understand. Like, I don't quite feel like I get the point of it, but it just doesn't seem. I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say here, but I'm saying something, and that's the important part. So we have to. This has really gone and looked completely the opposite. It doesn't actually matter, of course. Like, as long as it's roughly the same. What I mean by that is that I'm holding it like this, and I'm holding it in a different way, and now all these things, they don't line up like they do in the picture, but as long as the rough idea is there, I think it's fine. I'm terrible at explaining things today. So now we're going to talk about quantum physics. No, we're not, because I don't get that. Not a physicist. It's not going to happen. Well, it could have happened. There could have been an alternative universe where I am, in fact, a physicist who researches alternative universes, as you do when you're a physicist. And now we're going to take this bit and be confused. That's what I like to do. I feel like I should have put another piece over here, which I didn't do, which is that. And now it's done. And then I've got to get this actually right. So I'm going to hold it like this. And it's going to point that way. Okay. Alright. And we've got 12 minutes left. 12 minutes left. And we've done some pretty cool stuff, I have to say. Not too sure about how this is going to look. This is going to be interesting. Where are they? Here's one. So we have to get these things. This is going to be our exciting motor, and we're gonna do them. We'll put them all in at once. So these are like our piston-y things. Piston-y makes it sound like it's a little province in Italy or something, or wherever Tuscany is. That makes me feel bad. That makes me just think it is getting to that point where I'm going to have to go traveling at some point. I've been too many years not traveling, and it feels like I should do something at some point. I have to start planning it. I have to get my passport renewed this year, because I have to get my driver's license renewed this year. And if I go along, well, that doesn't work. It doesn't work if I put it on the side. But just trust me, it's going up and down. You can see it with the light glinting off the top. Even has a picture. There you go. It's explained all for you in that picture there. Because I want to get my driver's license renewed, which just means going along, getting my eyes tested, and smiling for the camera. But if I take along, you have to take along ID, and I've discovered, of course, if you take along your old driver's license, they take it off you and they say we can't have it anymore, which is absolutely stupid. I got in a bit of an argument last time because I was pretty annoyed by the fact, and because, you know, I want to keep my driver's license, because then I have like a collection, and you can sort of see how you change over the years, and it's like, I don't know, I just like to collect them. Turns out, of course, I actually had 2 driver's licenses, because I'd got one, I'd got 2 sent in the mail or something. I can't remember what it was. The exact same thing happened this time, so technically I do have 2 driver's licenses. I have another copy somewhere else. It's like, I don't know how it's supposed to work, because you have to, like, when I've actually given my driver's license, I've had to given a version number or something, and I'm assuming they're different on each license, but they both seem to be valid. I don't understand how these things work. I just seem to fall through the system. But anyway, the point is, I don't really want to have to give up my driver's license, so I have to give another form of identification, and the only other viable real source is going to be a passport. So I have to get a passport so that I don't have to give up my old driver's license, and that's it. Alright, so here we go. This thing is going to go into here, I guess. Well, it's the only way it can go. So that goes there. We've got 9 minutes left, so we're going okay. Just got to keep an eye on the time. So there's like so many pieces here. A lot of these are just the chain links, though. So that's not going to. This is going to be very similar to the other, the one we just did, but different. Yeah, I quite like. I quite liked Outer Range. I thought it was fine. It's because Josh Brolin is good value. Like the whole time though, Josh, he's become quite the thing in recent years. But he's like the older brother in The Goonies, and it always gets me because he's quite different. Like, he's changed a lot. His voice is different. I think. I don't know. I should rewatch The Goonies and go, oh wait, his voice is exactly the same. His voice never changed from his teenage years. And so there you go. I always think about, every time I see him, every time I've seen Thanos, I'm like, hey, it's the guy from The Goonies. As you do. I'm not entirely sure what I think of the fact they're making I think they're making a Goonies too. I think they should have gone the Gremlins route and just made a TV series about the characters on the side or something. Like a backstory to the whole thing. That seemed kind of more interesting. But who knows what, I don't know what Goonies do. I've been dreading this my entire life. It's like, stop remaking these old things. Just remake new things. New things are fine. I like new things. Right, I feel like there should be some of these. I forgot to put these on. It's been a while since I've done a Technic set on this channel. So there you go. Speaking of Goonies, I haven't watched the new Ghostbusters film yet. That's just not, like, I haven't been that excited about watching it. So, but one day, I am going to watch. Oh, I've gone and lost it. I'm sure it was sitting on my desk. Things do. Oh, is that it? No, it's not. Is that it? No, it's not. You can't see what I'm doing. That was actually just copies of Die Hard on DVD. Various Die Hard movies. So I thought they were like a dollar or $2 at the op shop. So I thought, well, you know. And then I realized actually I just watched Die Hard 2 not that long ago. It's like, you fooled! Why'd you do that? And it's probably on like Amazon Prime or whatever. So, or some other streaming service, because I'm going to be getting, you know, Netflix again because Stranger Things is coming up. And then I'm probably going to actually have to pay for Netflix this time. So, because it's been less than 10 months since the last time I did it. So I'm doing my bit for helping out Netflix in their hours of need, of new subscribers, or retaining old subscribers. Well, I'm just going to come back for the 1 month to get to watch Stranger Things and Dairy Girls, and then we'll move on. But then this leaves me in the awfully strange situation of where's my other bit? Where's the other one of these things gone? It's here. We have 6 minutes left. The strange situation, I've actually been subscribed to more than one. This doesn't look right. What have I done wrong? Really, oh no, it goes like that. I've been subscribed to 2 streaming services, at least 2 at the same time, which will be Netflix and Amazon Prime. And then it's like, well, I was going to subscribe to Disney Plus for a while, just to finally get around to watching all these TV series that everybody else has already watched. Since they won't come out on DVD, I won't go to the library, so I can get them from the library at any point, because, you know, that's just not the way people do things anymore. Which is fair enough, but it's kind of annoying because I don't really want to. I don't really want to have a streaming service. But anyway, Netflix and Amazon, because I've got to watch The Boys when it comes out next. So I'm confused by what I'm meant to do here. How did I get to this point? Okay, you get here and you hold it like this, and this is confusing. Okay, it goes like that. All right. I find this like this is suddenly to spontaneously appear. It makes me feel like what just happened, but I understand it now. It's all clear. It's become fine. And then that one's going to go there, and then we're going to get a blue one, and that's going to go there. Look at that. Okay, lovely. And now things get weird. Now it's all just going. I think I've done something wrong. No, I've done something right. No, I've done it right. Okay. Yeah. This goes in the bottom. That. And then I lost what I was doing. I was going like that. Okay. Looking good. Kind of. Roughly. It's roughly looking good. And there we go. So now I've got a compost bin today. That was my other exciting thing. I got it yesterday, but I built it today, which it's only got 4 sides that slot together, so it's not too hard. And a little lid. Don't forget the lid. So that's a bit of a challenge. But it's just kind of trying to work out where do I want to put this, because, you know, I want to put it somewhere where I don't want to. I'm not going to have to move it. So you've got to like think ahead. I have to imagine my gardening, my backyard, 20 years in the future. How is it going to evolve over time? And this is a lot of stress, you know. You just don't want to do that when you go outside for a bit of fresh air and spontaneous weed cutting as you do. So now we're going to the next page. And now it's getting confusing. Alright, we're going to hold it like this. We have to move it around, and we have to put stickers on the top. We're putting the stickers on. That was that move. That was so cool. Wow, I did really good. And now we're going to slot it onto here. Gosh, it's quite complicated. And it goes like this. I'm a bit saddened actually. I feel like I almost could have done this if I'd actually had 29 minutes left on the camera. But I seem to have less time. So it's definitely going to be, because look, we're at number 42. We're almost halfway through the book. So that's not actually a really good thing. A good claim that I was actually going to finish it. I don't know. My voice is going funny. My voice is going older Josh Brolin, not really. Whereas it used to be young Josh Brolin. So there we go. Of course, I don't remember. Maybe I'm just imagining that his voice is quite different and not as deep in the Goonies. I'm pretty sure it's not. I'm pretty sure he has a non-deep voice, which is weird. I don't think my voice is like deepened particularly from when I was like 16 or 17 or 18 or whatevers. And now we're going to turn the page and we have to do the other bit. Yay, we're making a chair thing. Right, this bit goes, I have to hold it like that. So this can't go wrong. It's going to go wrong. It didn't go wrong. Yay. I was actually quite excited, by the little catapult thing from previous video. Where's the last bit? We better finish it up. We've got 1 minute and 30. I think we've got just enough time for one more step. Well, actually we've got just enough time to slot it all in and be confused as anything. What on earth am I doing here? Does it go like that? I think it goes like that. It better go like that, because otherwise I'm stuffed. And then this one, it goes through there. And this is the only bit we have to do. So we've got another minute. Oh dear, what's the next page? The next page is folding it over like that. And then there's one more step, which is that piece that I'm missing, or this piece here. These pieces, they make me think of like the Skeksis from the Labyrinth. Man, they really need to have a Labyrinth Lego set. That would be cool. Right. Like, what is left otherwise? There's nothing else left. There was something I thought of that they could be doing in Lego, but I have forgotten. Now that they've got, like, Transformers Lego. Cool. Well, anyway, we're going to finish this next time. But not this time, because this is the current time. And we'll see how it goes. It's like macaroni pieces. Thanks for watching, and like, share, subscribe, comment if you want. And have a good evening, a day, morning, brunch. Bye.